Bergzilla. Built, Herod expanded the Temple Mount to the south and built an amazing This is as I told you, under those I love you, I love you, I love
How you gonna smoke around the food? Now he wants to put down the cigarette.
No.
As soon as I got done.
Gee.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you guys.
Very good. I like these spices.
Oh no, you're good.
Okay, you Tom, you said you only.
Oh, this song. It's good. Alright.
Look at her turn red.
Hey, did you say the spice of life? There you go. Guys, when you drink the tea, you need to think of me. You buy a lot for 3 years.
Oh yes.
3 years thinking of me.
I'll look at the picture too.
Okay, I think everybody's done, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Brenda, let's start with you. Brenda.
Thank you, ladies. Help me get some for my mom.
Got some food.
Rub it in.
All right, so you enjoyed the shook?
Yes.
Lots of stuff there. Was it crowded?
Oh
Yeah. Yeah. In the summer when they started up again, we could have some protests again, but at this point, as you see, it's not a civil war. As I told you yesterday. It's not gonna, you know. See, they're actually picking up the fences, see that? They're putting down the fences and everything from the protest. Cleaning it up. This is the Knesset, Israel's parliament building to the right. It's supposed to look like the Parthenon. That's where 120 members of parliament meet at the Knesset.
Alright, next up, the Israel Museum. Let's see what we could find in there. Let's go over here.
Not only that we're getting even with a bad guy, we want everybody to be educated.
I know. So this is a model that was made by a man by the name of Avi Yonah in the 1950s. And so Avi Yonah built this model in the 50s in a different section of the town over where those big tall buildings are. And then they realized that the property was too expensive. And so a couple of decades later, they decided to move it to his final resting place in the Israel Museum. So it was actually moved bit by bit to the Israel Museum. The model in Avi Yonah used a couple of things in order to build the model. One thing he used was the Bible, obviously, archaeological excavations, writings from Josephus Flavius, and extra biblical literature. In the archaeological excavations, if we found something that proved the model wrong, he actually changed the model. And so it's pretty exact. So this is a model of Jerusalem during the Second Temple period, not during the time of Jesus. I'll tell you why. Because the third wall, just this last wall that's in front of us, was put in during the time of Agrippa, just after Jesus. So if you erase the third wall, okay, this wall let's pretend like it's not here, then you have two quarries outside the old city walls. You have that one over there, that quarry, which is Golgotha. That's Charles Gordon's Golgotha, which is the Garden Tomb of today. And the other quarry outside the old city walls, which is just over there outside the old city, is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. So both are two quarries outside the old city walls. One, the Protestant location, and then the Holy Sepulchre we've seen is the Orthodox and Catholic location. And so you can see that's why we've got a monster dinosauric bird coming through the city of Jerusalem right now. But this is actually less populated because the wall was put in just after the time of Jesus. I'm going to go around, try to knock my friends out of the way.
That it was outside the city walls. Both of them are outside.
The little part that you pray at is literally like just this tiny section right by the Great Bridge. Can you see the bridge that goes across? So remember I told you that all the predominantly wealthy lived on the Western Hill? They lived on the Western Hill. They walked across the bridge. Herod put a series of arches by the men's section of the prayer section of the Western Wall. He put a series of arches, and you would just walk across a bridge as a high priest or the predominantly wealthy into the Temple Mount. Just to the right is the small section of the prayer section of the Western Wall. Let's say right there. And then we were at the southern steps on the end. So remember Art Robinson's Arch where the merchants came out? Right there. It's all starting to come together, right? If you take the Western Wall and follow the Western retaining wall, you will actually come to Fortress Antonia where you see the four towers. That's Fortress Antonia, and that's where Jesus came before Pontius Pilate at Fortress Antonia. Right here where we're standing is the Jaffa Gate of today. And so this is Jaffa Gate, the area of Jaffa Gate. But remember, I mentioned David's Citadel were the three towers that guarded Herod's palace. So you had the Sa'el Tower, which was named after a friend, the brother, Hipparchus after a friend. And the third and most delicate tower in Herod's palace was named after his wife Miriam. He said the smallest and most delicate tower had to be named after a woman. Don't think he's cute or romantic or anything. He had her and their sons killed, by the way, just because he was so paranoid. Right. By the way, Herod, before he died, he actually told his sister to kill all the Jewish leaders because he wanted there to be mourning and not rejoicing on the day he died. He did not do that, by the way. Yeah. So this was his palace right here. Jesus would have come before Herod in Herod's palace. And here we are in Mount Zion, and you see the pyramid-top structure. That is the house of Caiaphas at the church where we were today, at Church of St. Peter's in Galilee.
This is insane. I'm
right?
so happy.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm like, listen, let's try to add this in. This is awesome.
Bring it.
Totally. And I'm glad you guys like it. Cold spring down below. Down in this area is where Hezekiah would have built his tunnel, right, in order to detour the waters of the Gihon Spring, so it would go into the city. And you can see the pool of Siloam there, where Jesus healed the blind man. See the pool right there? And now, on this side of the Tyropian Valley, you have a man of scandal. Remember when Solomon built the temples to the gods of his foreign wives. Let's switch with the shirt. Yeah.
Which one is the belly of man?
This is Gehenna. This is Jehoshaphat. And that's Tyropian, right through the center. Let's just switch with this group. It really is. It's amazing the way he did it. So we've got the amount of scandal right here. We've got the southern wall. Remember the southern steps, guys, right here?
Yeah.
So this is the southern wall. The only thing he messed up on is, remember, there was the double gate and the triple gate on the right. So there's two double gates, but that was the triple gate on the right. That's what it looked like back then, the double gate on the left. So remember, they entered through the triple gate, they exited through the double gate. Only the mourners entered through the exit. You can see Robinson's Arch over there. Remember that that's the entrance and exit for the merchants. And remember, the main shopping street was along the western wall during the time of Jesus. One of the only things Aviona put in and we didn't find, we found theater seats, we didn't find the theater, but you can see the semicircular structure up there. We're not sure that's where it was, but he put that in anyway, because we know there was a theater in the city of Jerusalem. And if you take a look, remember I talked about Josephus Flavius saying that Herod expanded the Temple Mount to the south and built an amazing
This is also here. As I told you, under the Jewish water, you have like beautiful Roman leaves belong to the high priest. And that power that you see there, according to the
I call it Birdzilla.
I know, seriously.
Check out Birdzilla.
Yeah, but they wouldn't let the Romans in any further beyond that. And then we come over here and we come to the sheep pool. Remember the sheep gate and the sheep pool? And what does scripture say? We can't see the sheep gate, but that is the sheep pool where they washed the sheep before the sacrifices and brought them to the Temple Mount. And what does scripture say is next to the sheep gate and the sheep pool? The pools of Bethesda, right? And those are the pools of Bethesda right here where Jesus healed the man that was lame for 38 years. And so that's it. But that really brings it together, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
How long did it take him to build this?
I think it took him like 12 years, something like that. It took him a while.
Trust your
So you got the bird's eye view from up above.
Jerusalem, there's the original Jerusalem wall, and then the large wall on the outside, which was built after Jesus' time. There's the Holy of Holies, where the high priest could enter.
Yep, and that's
where all your requests are going to be.
Sweet.
And you'll see the tab post
Okay.
there too.
Okay. Because the one that you sent me last night, I clicked on it, and it said, see if I get it right, it said accept, and I did. Oh, and I had to go to, wait, I had to go to, what's that? What's that?
Oh, that, I just need to work on it.
Sign of the book.
Another stair, so don't fall, just be cognizant of that. Once you finish this over the bridge, you're going to go down. Okay, here we go.
All right. Oh, there's somebody inside.
Usually I've got more signatures.
If you want to think about who are the fathers of Christianity, where Christianity started, we can say very much on this.
So there was a spiritual, it wasn't just
Wow, look at that little thingy. The what? Oh yeah. Nails and all that. Now we exit. I couldn't get much pictures. As soon as I was walking in, this guy or security, whatever he is, he was like, no photos. I'm like, well, I'm recording. I'm not really taking photos. Is that the same thing? In my eyes, in my knowledge, it's different. You say no video and no photos, then that's a completely different story. But I wasn't taking no photos. I was taking a video. But it's all good. Then we got Zach right here. What's up, Zach, Zach, Zach?
Hey, 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 let's go.
Hey guys. Just want to talk to you real quick because I know during this vlog I haven't talked much, or I probably won't be able to talk much. So this is just my little opportunity just to talk to you guys, just to check in. It's a nice, sunny, beautiful day here in the city of Jerusalem. We are now walking back to our bus. We just came back from the Israel Museum. Pretty cool. Like I said earlier, I couldn't really vlog much or record because, you know, that guy kind of stopped me, which is all good. And now, where to next? I honestly don't know. I never know, honestly. I just go with the flow. I'm over here wearing long sleeve and it's super hot out. I hate how it's cold in the morning and at night, but in between the day, it is actually hot. So that's what I have to struggle with, but I'm okay. All right.